Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here today. I am going to go ahead and open up the floor for anybody that's got activities or announcements or anything cool going on. So anything y'all want to share, go ahead and share now.
So I will go ahead and share. This is Tia with Bridge to Shore Recovery. I'm excited to announce our second annual Bridge to Shore Recovery Jam. I'm going to put the flyer in the chat. We have an amazing lineup this year, and we're going to do barbecue sandwiches, coleslaw, and chips. And then we're also looking for providers and vendors this year. So if you all would like to come out and set up a table and give some things to the recovery community and the outside community and let them know about your organization. You can just scan and register your organization on Eventbrite. We hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Marissa Muse with Village Behavioral Health. I just wanted to let everyone know, probably the newest update that we have so far is that we have a new playground for our kids, and that we are starting to do brain spotting along with our CBT, DBT, and EMDR. If you have any questions, my information is in the chat. Thank you.
I will go ahead and go next. I'm Ashley Arnold with Tennessee Voices Survivor Connection Program. We're currently accepting clients, but I also teach QPR suicide prevention and awareness training, and I'm looking to complete some more trainings by the end of June. So if you know anyone who would be interested in the QPR training, it's only an hour and you get a certificate afterwards. So my information is in the chat. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, it's Jennifer with Action Coalition. We have a couple of events coming up. Next Tuesday on May 7th, we have our fentanyl awareness event. It's from 1 to 3 at our office. I've dropped the flyer in the chat. And also on the 14th, our coordinator with the Arch, Shauna Greer, is having a meeting from 1 to 3, I believe, or 1 to 2. I also put it in the chat as well. So anyone that would like to join us for that, we're just trying to bring awareness and trying to figure out the different resources that we have available.
This is John Knack with Creekside. We've just expanded our detox unit for 6 more beds. And then we also have our second annual Creekside Cares behavioral health fair. And we feed the vendors that show up, and anybody's welcome to contact me to set up a table. And my information's in the chat. Thank you.
John Knack, your name has been famous around this house of Dodgers fans this week.
Yeah, that's been pretty fun.
Super excited for you. That's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah. It's been surreal, but it's been really cool.
Anybody else have anything they want to share?
Hey John, I this is Ellen with Inside Alliance. I logged in late and so I don't have your email information. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much.
So this is Jillian. I was gonna share a couple things that Carter County Drug Prevention has going on. One of them is this Saturday at the Elizabeth and Carter County Public Library. We're having a May the 4th event. So there'll be lots of cool Star Wars stuff, a costume contest, selfie station, door prizes, comic book giveaway, games, all kinds of cool stuff. But also our youth coalition has been working on an anti-bullying mural, and they'll be unveiling that day at the library. So if you can at all, hop by the library this Saturday from 4 to 8 and just check out the mural. Our youth coalition has worked really, really hard on this super cool art piece. And so I would love for them to have as much support as possible. If y'all could just stop by there and see them. The other thing I wanted to share is that we have parenting seminars happening right now also at the library. I'll put a flyer for those in the chat. Our first one is tonight. We're trying to focus on some teen parenting classes. We've got both teen classes and 0 to 12 parenting classes. But these are just one-time seminars that are great for a variety of skill levels and ages and all the things. So I'll put the flyer for that in the chat if y'all will help us spread the word or send anybody that you may know that might be interested in that as well. We will have more information coming soon about Overdose Awareness Day. Tia will have a flyer in the next few weeks or so about that coming up on August 30th. So go ahead and mark your calendars for that as well. Anybody else have anything before we move into our speaker?
Jillian, I just want to say too, this is Jennifer with Action. Our overdose awareness for Johnson County, we're going to do a big one up, and it's going to be on the 31st. So if y'all save that date, I'll be sending out more information later.
All right. Well, we will go ahead and move into our speaker portion of our meeting. And so I'm super excited for y'all to hear from Scott today about our Peak Mentorship Program. This is a program that we've had at Carter County Drug Prevention for the last several years, and Scott has just taken it on and given it new life. So I'm super excited for him to share with you about that. And I will turn it over to him.
Hello, everyone. I'm Scott from Carter County Drug Prevention. I hope you all can hear me.
We can.
Okay, cool. So like Jillian said, I've taken over the Peak Mentorship Program. Very excited about it. Trying to get the word out, trying to get people involved and into the program, both on the mentorship side and the mentee side. We need signups for both of those. I am happy to say that with the River Riders, we do have an event coming up on the 8th and the 15th. Met with them this morning, and they were very pleased to work with us on that. There'll be more to come on that once we get the details all lined out. I'm very excited about the program. I'm very nervous about the program. And would just love some support. I don't really know how much more to say. If anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
So Scott, will you share a little bit about the program and about what people can expect to do if they're matched with a kiddo or what that looks like?
Yes, most definitely. So if you're matched with a kiddo, it's expected an hour a week. I think that is correct. Let me grab my paper to make sure I'm not misquoting anything. Yes, once a week, for an hour, for 1 year. Contact at least have regular contact with the kiddos, just to meet with them and to meet them where they're at and find out more about what they want to do and how we can help them in life.
For sure. So we have created this program where kiddos are matched with adults based on interest mostly. And so if they have something that they're interested in, we want to find an adult that's interested in that too, so they can hang out and do those things. Really the heart behind this program is trauma reduction. We know that kiddos that have at least 2 safe, stable, nurturing adults consistently in their lives are less likely to have kind of negative effects of trauma that they may experience. And so that's really the heart of this program. Scott, will you talk a little bit about kind of the process? So like they have to fill out an application and what the requirements are, what that looks like.
Yes, so the kiddo will fill out, the guardians or parent will fill out the application for the mentee side. There is a portion in the application for the kiddos to fill out, just basically telling their interest, what they like to do, how their school's going, what they're struggling with. And on the mentor side, it's a pretty in-depth application. There is a background check ran, so we keep everyone safe. Once both applications have come in and we match someone up, I would meet with the parents and the kids first, and then the second meeting we would all 3 or all 4 meet together. And just see how it goes from there, how the interaction is on the first time. And then we keep in contact throughout the whole thing from my side and their side. And we can do group activities as well. Yeah.
So another thing I wanted to share about this program is that this is funded through the National Recreation and Parks Association. It's an OJJDP, which is I think the Office of Juvenile Justice something program, and it's specifically created to create mentorship opportunities for kiddos that have been impacted by opioids in some way. And so it was a beautiful fit for our organization because a lot of the kiddos that we come into contact with obviously have been impacted by opioids in some way. So we got some questions in the chat, Scott. One of them is, what's the length of the mentorship program?
The length of the program is a year.
So we do ask that they be willing to be matched for the full year and commit to that 1 hour a week for the full year. Obviously stuff happens sometimes and matches don't work out, but our goal is for that full year for them to have that connection for the full year. And then Chelsea would like to know where they can access applications.
You can access applications. I have them at the office at 328 East Elk Avenue. The website is not completely up yet to get them downloaded from the website, but I can deliver them. I can put my contact information in the chats, but I have them printed out here at the office.
So Chelsea, I'm sure he would deliver you some to give out at schools or whatever you need. It is not just Carter County. So there's another question in the chat that says, is this just Carter County? It is not. It's really regional. We have a mentor right now in Kingsport, several in Johnson City. So it's not just Carter County. The way this works is we take the applications and we want to be very diligent at creating good matches. And so what may happen is a kiddo, if you send me a kiddo from Mountain City or you send, from wherever, that's totally fine. They may just sit on a waiting list for a couple weeks or so until we find a mentor in their area that's willing to commit to that 1 hour a week. But it is not just Carter County. We're happy to serve the whole region with this. Other questions for Scott? Oh, another thing I wanted to add, I know he mentioned that we do background check, and that is an important part of the process because we want our kiddos to be safe. But what I want to make clear about that is that we're not too strict on things like drug charges or those kinds of things. So we know that background checks are tricky for a lot of people in recovery, and that's not something that we want to hinder folks from doing this because we feel like people in recovery have a very unique opportunity to mentor kids through this program. So if you have people that are stressed about the background check, please tell them to still apply, and we'll see what we can do to work with them. Our concerns are obviously violent crimes, crimes against children, those kinds of things. But we can generally work with about everything else. Ellen said requirements they've been affected by opioids in some way. Yes. And if you ask me, every kid in our community has been affected by opioids in some way. Regionally, it's very hard to find somebody that's not been impacted in some way. So that is a very, very loose guideline. I can about justify people being impacted in about every situation. So other questions? All right. Thank you, Scott, for sharing. Excited to have you on board and doing this program for us.
Thank you all so much. I'm excited to be here and to be doing this.
Okay, if I can have our committee chairs share for just a second what your committees will be working on today. So we have 3 committees, as most of y'all know, and you are welcome to join any of them at any time. So I'm going to ask our committee chairs if they'll share just a second about what you'll be working on in your committees today, and folks can decide which one they want to join.
Hey guys, it's Tia. I'm with Committee A, and so today we're going to be talking about some of the different events that we have going on in the area. So we have the overdose awareness events, which are always a big deal in the area, and we're going to kind of see where people need help along the way. So that's what we'll be doing in Committee A.
Hey Jillian, it's Shauna. Not to speak on behalf of everybody, but for the other 2 committees, most of them are at the Community of Practice event in Knoxville right now. So Tyler's not here, Emily's not here. I don't think Gabby's on here either. So we had talked about just not meeting in at least those 2 subcommittees, because I think it's only me and Carolyn as far as our data committee.
That's perfect. Okay, so if you want to work with Tia on her committee, feel free. I'm just going to leave this room. I'm not even going to open breakout rooms. I'm just going to leave y'all in here because the other 2 are not going to meet. So if you want to stay and hang out with Tia and work on cool stuff, do that. If not, y'all are free to go. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next month.
Hey guys. Okay, so I was trying to remember all the different events that we had talked about last time. Jennifer, is she still in here or did she leave? Nope.
I am here.
There you are. I know we were talking about the International Overdose Awareness events last time, and then we were talking about another event that was coming up, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was.
Is it fentanyl awareness?
I think it was
Tuesday.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, so is there anything that you need from Committee A for that?
Whoever wants to show up, I really dropped the ball on it, so I'm literally just planning it. But I did drop the flyer in the chat. We're doing it in Johnson County from 1 to 2 to 3, sorry. We're just gonna have snow cones, we're gonna give out Narcan, give out fentanyl test strips, and just kind of some information on harm reduction. and have like snacks and things like that. So if anyone would like to come join us with that, that would be wonderful. And then I also shared in the chat. So Shauna Greer, our coordinator with the Arch, she's having a meeting on the 14th at our office. Which like I said, I dropped the flyer in the chat for that as well. So she's just trying to come together with some folks to try to get some resources and see what we have available and things like that. And Tia, I did have her, like I gave her your contact information to reach out to you specifically, as well as Tabitha and Craig, just because I thought that if y'all could join or at least have somebody to join, just to kind of get an idea of, so she could know what you guys could offer for her. I mean, she knows, but it would be good to, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, can you send, there it came up. Can you send me May the 14th? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I sure can.
Yeah, send that to me, please. And then I just randomly remembered what we were talking about last month. Doing great today. So the training for the interlock devices. So I reached out to the state troopers that do it. And so when I was talking to them, he said that they rotate back and forth to which counties that they go to, which I told him I don't ever remember them being in Carter County, and that's where I would like to get this because the recovery community is growing substantially in Carter County. So we were looking for dates kind of going into the fall because he had a couple other counties that he had to take care of down towards Nashville over the next couple months. So I'm hoping to try to get that brought to Carter County, and so we can invite different lawmakers and so like as many people as we can to this training. And so what it does, me and Scott had sat through it, and it was walking through the process of getting the interlock device installed in the car, how to guide somebody, how to, what happens if it needs to be calibrated. So he was just going through all the things, and it was pretty interesting, and it's a lot of information that it would be really good to help people when they come in and say, hey, I can get my driver's license back, but this is the area of need. And so where we can direct those people to go. So that should be coming in the future. He said he was going to reach back out to me soon. So we can host it in Carter County. And then, so Jennifer, with any of these events that you all have coming up, do you need tables at them? Do you need anything like that? Like provider table?
With the overdose or with the fentanyl awareness day, yeah, if anyone wants to come and set up a table, that would be great. I know, like I said, short notice. But and then with the meeting, no, you don't need to do anything like that. Just bring some information with you or whatever. But and then with our International Overdose Awareness Day, so I know Tia, you said you're going to do yours in Carter County on Friday, right?
Yes, so Carter County Drug Prevention will host it on Friday. And so that way it gives everybody the chance to hit every single county along the way. Because I think Johnson City's doing theirs that morning or that evening, and then Johnson County is on Saturday. Is the evening or the morning?
It's going to be in the evening, and it's going to be at the park, and it's going to be like we're going to try to make it a huge event. So we're going to partner with Prevention, and we're going to do an end of summer as well. So we want to get as many people there as we possibly can.
Okay. And then Carter County Drug Prevention would be the same way. We'll have music this year. Last year we had bouncy houses and food. And so we're looking at doing some of the same kind of things. This year we had an amazing turnout last year. And so we're going to partner with different organizations in the area to have resources and all the things for people. So once we get the flyers finished, I'll make sure that I send everything out to everyone.
Awesome.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else, questions about events, anything that they would like to share in this group?
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so Jennifer Bourbon was under the impression that Inside Alliance and Carter County Drug Prevention would be doing a combo IOAD event. Have you heard about that?
No.
Oh.
Jillian, can you hear us?
I can. We definitely are going to support Johnson City and their event I think Scott's went to a meeting about that last week, and we're all in for the Johnson City one. But we'll also have one in Carter County too.
Okay.
And while I've got you all on here, I want to ask a real quick question because Jennifer Bourbon reached out to me yesterday, I guess it was. And I don't recall doing a walk at one of our at any of the overdose awareness events last year. But she said that there was a walk done, and whoever led the walk, they're wanting to know who it is. Does anyone remember that?
It was Jeremiah Lovelady.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's the only walk I could remember.
Yeah.
Was Jeremiah. Okay.
Yeah, Jeremiah done the walk around the park because we had Carter County Drug Prevention's table and Bridge and Recovery Resources, and then they all done some speakers, and then they done a walk around the park.
Okay.
Tables. Yeah.
That's the only walk that I could recall that we did, and I knew Jeremiah was the one that led it, and I would have thought Jennifer knew that. But anyway, I just wanted to see if I was missing something.
No.
Okay, cool.
All right. Anybody have anything else? Oh, Frankie, hold on. Let me open the chat. So International Overdose Awareness, all I can do, so for Carter County, it'll run in the evening times. So we like to keep it at dusk so it's not so hot. So I think last year it ran from about 5 to 6 to 8 in the evening. And then with, oh my gosh, Jennifer, what was the times for Johnson County?
The same on the 31st. It'll be on Saturday. So I don't know for sure exactly what times, but we're probably looking at probably 3 to 8 or 4 to 9 or something like that, 4 to 8, something like that.
And then with the one in Johnson City, it's normally earlier in the day because I think they were doing it at different times so people could attend both events.
So I'm on the planning committee for the one in Johnson City. And I think we said, well, right now the plan is the 31st from 4 to 8.
Okay. And then Carter County's will be on the 30th, that Friday.
When did you say that Johnson City would be? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one's the 31st from 4 to 8-ish.
Okay.
All right, does anybody have anything else? Nope. All right, y'all, you have a fantastic week and a weekend, and we'll see you guys next month.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh,